London is a city of secrets. It has hidden alleyways, whispering corridors of power, and an unspoken code of political civility. But today, that code was utterly shattered. At a packed event in the heart of the capital, a man with a microphone looked the Mayor of London directly in the eye and roared a challenge that sent a tremor through the city's foundations. This wasn't a protest. This wasn't a rally. This was a declaration of war, and it all came from a most unlikely soldier. The man is Ant Middleton. The event, Unite the Kingdom. The target, London Mayor Sadiq Khan. The time, today. And the place, a central London location overflowing with patriots, families, and veterans who had travelled from every corner of the United Kingdom. From Birmingham, Manchester, and Newcastle, the crowd was a sea of people, with some estimates putting it at over 100,000 attendees, while others swear it was far more. They filled London's historic streets, carrying flags and chanting. Flares coloured the air as a sound like a physical force echoed off government buildings. In the centre of it all, Middleton, a former Special Forces operator, delivered a fiery speech. He didn't use political jargon or diplomatic language. He called out Mayor Khan, accusing him of failing London on security and of being dangerously out of touch. Middleton then dropped the bombshell. He will run for Mayor of London. This former soldier, who has led men in combat and commanded respect in the face of death, is now officially stepping into the political arena. But this isn't just about one man. It's about a city at a breaking point and a political class that looks increasingly out of touch. To break down this seismic event, we turn now to our expert analysts, John and Jane. John and Jane, what we saw today felt less like a political rally and more like a pivotal moment in British history.
Absolutely. This is a game changer. London has always been the jewel in Britain's crown, but today it looked more like a battlefield, a boiling point, if you will. You had a crowd that wasn't there to politely protest. They came to roar their frustrations, and the police struggled to contain them. This wasn't just about Sadiq Khan. This was about a people feeling unheard on issues like rising crime, spiraling costs, and feeling unsafe in their own neighborhoods. Ant Middleton, a man who has lived a life of discipline and danger, stepped into that vacuum and gave a voice to that rage.
And that's exactly why this is so potent. You have to contrast the two men. Sadiq Khan, a career politician and lawyer, speaks with carefully crafted words written by press officers. He sounds like a politician. He can quote the right lines. But Ant Middleton, a former Special Air Service soldier, speaks with conviction because he's lived it. When he talks about security and standing firm, people believe him. When he said, "I'll handle the security," he wasn't just giving a speech, he was making a promise based on a lifetime of experience.
That's the key. Middleton doesn't have a manifesto. He has scars. And in a time of turmoil, people don't want politicians. They want leaders. They want someone who can out-inspire the competition, not just out-debate them. Mayor Khan's response was a series of predictable, safe statements about violence being unacceptable and London remaining strong. But anyone who saw the footage knew better. The police were injured, dozens were arrested, and the city looked utterly divided.
And for the mayor, this is a nightmare. He's not facing another political rival he can outmaneuver. He's facing a man who has commanded respect in situations where hesitation means death. Middleton's words are not confined to that rally. They are echoing online, being clipped, shared, and replayed, chipping away at the mayor's authority. He has changed the conversation. And that is a major problem for Khan and for the Labour Party as a whole.
That's a crucial point, Jane. Sadiq Khan isn't just the mayor of London. He is a symbol of Labour strength in the capital. If he stumbles, it reflects on Keir Starmer and the party's entire facade. Middleton's challenge could be the beginning of the end for Khan's leadership. This isn't just about one rally. This is about Britain's wider frustrations boiling over. People feel squeezed, unheard, and unprotected. And for many, Khan as the head of the capital becomes the lightning rod for all of it.
This is also a classic example of identity politics. Who owns the city? The political elite or the people on the streets? London has always been a stage for rebellion, from the poll tax riots to the suffragettes. And what we saw with Middleton could be the beginning of the next chapter. He's not playing by the rules, he's rewriting them. And the crowd today believed him, not with a polite clap, but with a visceral, surging roar. You could feel the crowd as a single, living entity, chanting, fist-pumping, believing that finally someone was going to throw down the gauntlet.
What's fascinating is the theater of it all. Middleton's speech was a public demolition, delivered not in the hushed corridors of Parliament, but in the raw chaos of the streets. Every punchline landed, every accusation felt like it was ripped straight from the crowd's frustrations. Meanwhile, Khan's reaction felt weak and scripted. He posted the usual lines online, but the footage told a different story. The police were not safe. They were struggling. The city didn't look strong. It looked divided. That contrast between the man of action and the man of words is exactly why this story is so compelling.
And it's a story that is already affecting the wider political landscape. The tremor from this event has reached Westminster. Members of Parliament are whispering about Khan's grip on London. Party strategists are now wondering if Labour's crown jewel is a weak link. Because whether you love him or hate him, you cannot deny that Middleton has changed the conversation and shifted the political terrain.
The question now is, will Middleton follow through and launch a full campaign? Or was this just a fiery speech? Does Sadiq Khan fight back, or does he continue to hide behind press statements? Does Labour double down, or do they quietly panic? One thing is certain, London is now a battlefield, and the story has only just begun. It's not just a political contest, it's a showdown of identities. Who owns the city, the elites or the people on the pavement?
It's a showdown, a soldier versus a mayor, a roar versus a whisper. And while the dust hasn't settled yet, one thing is clear. London is not calm. London is boiling.
This isn't just about a single event. It's about a city on the edge, a public looking for a leader, and a political system being challenged from the outside. So here's a question for you. Do you think a man with no political background, but with a strong sense of purpose, is what London needs right now? Or are the traditional ways of politics the only way forward? Let us know what you think in the comments below. And if you want to stay on top of these breaking stories, be sure to subscribe to the Alert View channel and hit that bell icon to get instant notifications.